You are not, of course. That doesn't matter. Well, yes, because the origin of light preceded in the animal kingdom the creation by God of the first man. That is to say, there is absolutely no contradiction between the beginning of life in animal kingdom and the creation of man by God. There is absolutely not a lack of compatibility, not at all. It's at different stages of the story of living beings. Man was created, let us say, after, let us say, 3 billion years after the beginning of life on this earth. The creation of man is extremely recent, and the beginning of life on the earth is very, very old.
Today, unfortunately, those who are the leaders in science are ignorant, indifferent, and even inimical towards the Qur'an. Those who believe in the Qur'an are mostly ignorant of science. How, in your opinion, this big gap should be filled up in the interest of humanity and the interest of the Qur'an?
Certainly, this is an excellent question and this is an excellent reflection. Unfortunately, those who are the leaders in science are ignorant or indifferent, and those who believe in the Quran are mostly ignorant of science. I think it is too much. It is too much, because you have very famous Muslim scientists. One of them, whom I know well, is Abdus Salam. Abdus Salam is a Nobel Prize winner in physics, and is one of the most competent person in the world for to describe, in order to describe the constitution of the matter in its depth. Alors, so that you are, I think that you are too much severe about the Muslim scientists. But I want to tell you that now in Europe, I know several scientists who with the discovery of molecular biology, the progress of molecular biology, and the progress of genetics, are now seriously embarrassed when one is evoking before them the problem of the existence of God. And I know that several ones, in France particularly, which are now changing their ideas, and they said that science is able to lead scientists to ponder over the existence of God or to believe in the existence of God. There is a progress now with the most recent discovery in the functions of the cell, because I think it is the most important discovery in this century. You make the choice, because I see you have a lot of papers, and make your choice.
What is the scientific explanation of barzakh, which is mentioned in the Quran?
No, excuse me, it will be necessary for me not only to speak about the word, but to know exactly the verse, and to know the place of the verse in the Quran, and to know what is before and what is after. It is very important to have an idea of the meaning of a word. Excuse me, I am not a sheikh.
It was very political answer, brother. It is a little away from the
No,
subject.
she's not.
Can you comment on the existence of extraterrestrial life in the light of the Qur'an?
I have not to comment because this is something to be discovered by human beings that is not yet discovered. I think it is mentioned in the Quran. Maybe I am wrong, but I think the verse is Sabah samawati wa min al-ardi mislahunna. له الذي جعل سبع سماوات ومن الأرض مثلهن. Isn't it that? Maybe it's okay. Thank you. But I mentioned that, and I said in my text that there is something to be discovered in the future. But the Quran said that, as far as I know. I hope that I am right.
What is the exact meaning of Ar-Rijalu minan nasi qawamun?
What rijalu?
Ar-Rijalu minan nasi qawamun.
It is difficult once more to give you a precise comment about the word, but I cannot. I must have a look at the Quranic text in a complete verse and not at all to. I cannot give you a comment about a word or two or three words in the Quran if I do know perfectly well the Quranic text for this passage. Excuse me. We will see later on.
Yeah. Are there any verses of Quran which appear to have been refuted by modern science?
No, not one. I made an inquiry in depth, be sure.
Does the Quran mention Eve? Is it a Christian and non-Muslim belief? About Eve.
Eve, but if you want the wife of Adam, if you want to call her Eve or not to give the name of Eve, for me that doesn't matter. It is the same meaning in the Bible and in the Quran.
Has any school or curriculum incorporated your twin sisters concept when teaching science?
Has any school or curriculum incorporated
your twin sisters
concept?
When teaching?
This is not my concept. This is an old concept of Islam. The religious and science are twin sisters. That does not come from me at all. It is an old concept in the history of Islam.
Okay. Could science prove the clearance of moon?
No.
Cleavage of moon. Shakal khamar. Cleavage of moon.
Cleavage.